Got my bison bites. Hi, Tyler, Cassidy. I told you I'd be on live later. You're not going to believe what happened. I wanted to go live at the beginning of the game, and I was busy. I was building a sandbox for my nephew, and I missed the beginning of the hockey game. But it's 4-1 for Florida right now. What's up, Bulldog Hockey number 90? Hi, welcome to the stream. Bulldog Hockey number 90. Don't forget to like the live, guys. I'm going to add a poll. It's going to say who's winning the Stanley Cup. Zara she's around somewhere. She's chilling. And Gigi is taking care of her son. Welcome to the stream, guys. It's 4-1 Florida right now. I'm a Calgary Flames fan, so I'm definitely not cheering for Edmonton. I can tell you that much. I'm on Vancouver Island right now, Nanaimo, BC. We're watching the Stanley Cup Finals from the comfort of my living room. But I gotta say, guys, I wish I was down in Sunrise, Florida. Comox, nice. That's so close to Mount Washington. That's such a good spot to go skiing. I have been to Courtney. Courtney's really close to Mount Washington too. Great man, 314. Oilers are getting cooked right now. Yes, they are. And it couldn't make me happier, guys. I told you guys, I said Florida is they Florida needed that win on the last game in game 2 to reset their momentum and take this series over because they were 1 goal away from winning game 1. Edmonton pushed them to the brink in game 2, but now they've dominated game 3. I used to be a flight attendant for Air Transat and used to travel there once in a while. I've also been to Kelowna and Abbotsford. Nice. Kelowna is probably one of the most beautiful places in all of Canada. I would say it's top 5 most beautiful places in Canada. Vancouver Island is also top 5. WRAF-B. Okay, guys, during this whistle, I'll be right back. I'm going to just go get a drink. I'm back. Kelowna was the best. I can imagine a little bit of the bubbly. The hills there with the snow and the sides of the mountains remind me of the Himalayas. I know I stayed in Kelowna. I think it was probably like 2 years ago now. Oh, they scored again! Woo! Go Florida! Ekblad. Yeah, I stayed in Kelowna like I want to say 2 years ago, and there's a trail there. I forget what it's called. It's like it's 2 letters. It's like the K and A, I think it is, something like that. I think it's K and A trail, and basically it's like you could run from like Penticton to Kelowna or bike or whatever, walk, but it's really long. And so me and Zara ran. We did like a 22-kilometer run along that trail that day. I think it was something like that. I think it was like 20 kilometers, 22, something like that. Capri Hotel. I'm not sure if I know that one off the top of my head. They're pulling, what's his name? Skinner. I, in Courtney, I stayed at the Best Western. I, in Courtney, I stayed at the Best Western all-in-one suite with a running kitchen and washer and dryer. What's up, Cameron? Welcome to the stream. I'm like number 2 from Tennessee, Brampton, Ontario. Nice. So far, we got 6 votes in, and it's 50-50 for the poll right now. So don't forget to cast your vote. Who's winning the Stanley Cup? What's with the bubbly? It's just good. It tastes like green apple, and even though it's kind of like sugarless or whatever, it still tastes yummy. Tastes like green apple. Hi, Zara. Do you want to be friends with me? Sure, Don Pa. All you have to do is subscribe. I moved to Brampton from Manitoba. Zara, not a mod. It's crazy. Should I make her a mod? I don't know if I can. There. Okay, I figured it out. Zara's a bod now. Yes, Don Ton, follow me. I'm on a mission right now, guys, to get to 500 subs. Ian Norwood, drink beer. I don't think so, buddy. Like you could drink that if you want. I'm not gonna stop you, but there's no reason to push that on anybody else. Chicken is back. What's up, Chicken Jockey? Okay, bye now. Thank you, everybody. Okay, thanks, Raffy B. Don't forget to sub. Why did Nurse shave? It looks like he shaved his playoff beard. Skinner looks so upset whenever he gets pulled, by the way. They just showed a close up of Skinner and he looks so sad. By the way, guys, if anybody ever is in the mood for a nice, healthy, delicious snack, these are at Costco now. Bison steak bites. Premium Canadian. Rangeland Bison. Florida's winning. It's 5-1. Oh, hey, Argon XX. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Zara went, hi, chat, bye, chat. I'm doing very well. I'm watching the Stanley Cup. Excuse me. I'm watching the Stanley Cup Finals. It's Game 3 right now. I'm moving. Where are you moving to? We moved. Yeah, we actually moved just a few weeks ago in Calgary, just a different house. Oh, okay. Yeah, we moved to a different house in Nanaimo. We're still in Nanaimo though, on the Vancouver Island. And I have to say, guys, I just mentioned it a few minutes ago. I think Vancouver Island is one of the top 5 most beautiful places in all of Canada. And I also said the same thing about Kelowna. I think Kelowna is another top 5 place. I would love to go there. Yeah, it's a nice place. If you ever get the chance to visit, come and check out the island. Also, Kelowna. You been to Kelowna? Yeah, nice. Remember when I said I was going to eat 5 pounds of pizza? Yes, I did. Did you end up doing it? You cool, brother. Thanks. Let's see who's winning the vote right now, guys. It's 50-50. 10 votes in. Edmonton. I don't know. Florida's beating them right now. It's 4-1. No, 5-1 actually. We just saw another goal. Yeah, it's game 3. If Florida wins tonight, they take a 2-1 series lead. And they are just 2 wins away from winning a second back-to-back Stanley Cup. The new place is amazing. I love this new house. I actually missed a bit of the first period because I was busy building a sandbox for my nephew. I puked up all the pizza though. Okay, well, consequences of your actions, I guess. Maybe you shouldn't have eaten 5 pounds of pizza. So yeah, there's about 12 minutes left in the game, guys, and it's 5-1 Florida. Florida has dominated this game. It's to the point where, oh, thanks. I feel like I need a little bit of a trim right now, but thank you. I just tucked all my hair back in my hat. W Beard, thank you guys. Hockey, I gotta go. I think Florida should win. Hope you have a good night. Thank you. Tap the screen before you go or whatever. Or you probably already did, so don't worry. Marchand going to the box here. Go Budapest. Tell Zara I said goodnight. Okay, I'll tell her when I see her. She's around here somewhere. Flow with the hair. I used to have a lot more hair. I went on vacation for a while with Zara. We went to Thailand, and for some reason, I just decided like this will be the time where I'll just stop cutting my hair. Mostly because I just didn't like know about the barbers in Thailand, and then also I just thought it'd be fun because it was like island vibes, like just kind of laid back, and my hair got so long, like it was to the point where it was unmanageable practically. That was why I ended up cutting it again because it was like too long. Like take what it is right here, it was probably double the length, but I couldn't handle it anymore. It was too hot, and so I cut it. My job's really good, I guess. I'm just still working outside, building things, maintaining properties, washing stuff, mowing lawns, aerating, stuff like that. Oh, guys, look who just joined.
Matching t-shirts.
Look who just joined the chat.
From the Uculit half marathon in Uculit. Did you finish these? Of course you did.
I did, yeah. These are Rangeland Bison Bites at Costco now, guys.
Florida is crushing.
Florida is crushing right now. Yeah, I was telling everybody, somebody here was from Kelowna.
Oh.
What was that trail called that we did in Kelowna?
KVR?
KVR. Oh, that's what it was. I remembered the K part. I thought it was called K and A for some reason. KVR. It stands for Kelowna. What does the V stand for? Or is it Via Rail, maybe? Maybe. Anyways, the point is, we ran that trail for like almost 20 kilometers, I think.
Yeah.
Was it 20 or 30?
I think it was like almost, I think it was 30. It was like 28. It was like our final run before the marathon.
Yeah, we did a super long run on it. It was fun, though. Mm-hmm. Look at they're fighting.
Yeah, it was super long. Chicken wing.
Chicken wing, chicken wing.
And
Look, they're punching each other.
violence.
There's a melee happening on the ice, guys. Oh my goodness. They're literally having a fist fight. I'm from America, so what's a kilometer? A kilometer is a unit of measurement. It's, I think, 1,000 meters. And if you're wondering what 1,000 meters is, well, a meter is 1,000 centimeters. Miles. It's miles. No, just to be serious though, this is the easiest way to think about it. A marathon is in kilometers 42.2, and in miles it's like 26. So a mile is almost double a kilometer, but not quite. Here's another good example. You know how in the speed limit in America it's like 60 miles per hour? In Canada, that same speed limit would be 100 kilometers per hour. So it's like 60 miles is 100 kilometers, I believe, or roughly. Like it's not exact. It's like it's probably point something, but 60 miles is in 100 kilometers. You're welcome, chicken. I'm just gonna mute this because it's commercials and they're annoying. Yes, it's more. Yes, you go. Now I want to go to Canada. You could come. It makes more sense. It kind of actually does, to be honest, because in America, they measure everything in feet and inches and stuff like that, and then miles. None of it actually like makes sense. It's all just random amounts. Yo, what's good? I know you're loving the score right now. Yes, I am. It's such a good game so far. Um, but yeah, it's in Canada. A centimeter is just a small. It's like a little tiny thing. It's like the size of your pinky, like in width. That's how big a centimeter is. And then thousands of those equals a meter, and then there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. And a meter is about one step. Like if you take one step, you're usually if you're a regular sized human, you basically step about 1 meter every time you take a step, approximately. So like a meter is close to a foot in um in American standard measurements. But it's because they're all intertwined. Like centimeter goes into a meter goes into a kilometer. And there's other measurements in between there, but they're just very uncommon. Like there's something called a decameter and or a decimeter, but nobody ever measures stuff in that. Dude, everyone knows what that means. Shit up. No, but some Americans don't. Some of the Americans don't believe in the metric system. They only measure stuff in feet and inches and stuff like that. But you know one thing in Canada, we still use feet and inches to measure people, though. Like if you ever meet a guy in Canada and you say, "Hey man, how tall are you?" they usually always say 6 feet tall or 5'11" or whatever. Like for some reason, we still use the feet and inches just to measure people, like humans. But mostly everything else is in meters and stuff like that. And I guess also building stuff. Like if you're building a house or a deck or whatever, you still use like feet and inches for some reason. Just mostly because I think the American influence on Canada is so strong that it would be really confusing if we started mixing the metric system with imperial because a lot of the parts wouldn't line up anymore. Oh, but you know one thing that does make a lot more sense when it comes to the metric system is the socket sets. Like if you ever work on a car or whatever, you know those little circle sockets? They're all in centimeters and stuff like that, or millimeters. But in the imperial system, it's like quarters of inches and eighths of inches and sixteenths of inches. It gets really confusing because it's you have to know fractions for all of that. So like for example, there's a very common socket called the 10 millimeter socket, which I believe is very closely to the 1/16th imperial socket, I believe, or 9/16th. Actually, see, it's really hard to remember because it's all these weird fractions. Something like that. I can't honestly can't remember. And then it gets really confusing when you're working on a machine that has a Honda engine, but it's made in America because the Honda engine uses imperial or metric measurements, but the body that it sits on, if it's an American machine, will use imperial measurements. So then you have to have two different sets of sockets, one for the engine and one for the body. And that happens to a lot of machines because Honda makes a lot of engines and then they put them on American equipment. Thought I heard a mosquito in the house. I think it was a fly. Oh, I'll put him in the garage. That box could probably go in the recycle bin. What the heck kind of a emoji is that? What is it supposed to be? Hey Zara, do you know what this emoji is? Can you help me? Can you tell me what this emoji means?
What?
This one. What is that?
That's a man. I don't know. Two kissing?
Or maybe it's two. Oh, it's two people giving an elbow high five. I realized it after a while. It's like elbow to elbow. That one's two little guys waving. There's so many elbow guys. Let's see how many votes are in now, guys. 13 votes are in, and we got 54% of people have voted for the Florida Panthers. I guess they're watching tonight's game, and the love for Edmonton is no longer here. All the Edmontonian fans are out to lunch right now. Another fight, guys. This game is getting nasty. I'm Russian. I had no idea you're Russian, chicken. I'm going to show you guys the game for a minute. See, they're all piling onto each other, all trying to fight. Yeah, they're like punching each other and hitting each other. And it all started because the Florida player was getting too close to the goalie, and then they started attacking him. Two guys, two Oilers started attacking him. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm not Russian. I thought you were Russian. I'm moving to Mars. I don't think so. You're gonna have to wait till Elon Musk builds a friggin' moon man rocket ship. So Florida's gonna get a two-man advantage after that because um, Edmonton, the two Edmonton players started attacking the Florida player. So Edmonton's taking an extra penalty. I'm from the USA in Texas. Yeehaw! That's my best Texas accent. This ain't Texas. So we got a guy from Texas, a guy from Tennessee, and a guy from where's everybody else from on here? There was a guy from saying he's like a flight attendant going to Kelowna. Argon is from Calgary, but from Budapest, but you're in Calgary. Chicken's from down south. Where's everybody else from up in here? Yeehaw! I'm from Calgary, but I'm uh, I'm from Calgary, but I'm in Vancouver Island, which is an island west of mainland Canada. It's basically like the coast of British Columbia, which is like the west coast of Canada, and then there's another island on the side of it. Florida's truly like the the best team in the NHL right now, like by far. Yesterday I had a cookout with my buddies. What'd you cook? You know, by the way, chicken, you know what show I've seen that was really cool? Uh, Speaking of cookouts in Texas, it's on Netflix, I think. It's called what's it called? Barbecue Showdown or something? Scores! Florida just scored again. Edmonton is cooked, guys. They're cooked right now. Look at this, guys. Edmonton's cooked, guys. They're absolutely cooked. They're probably cooked just like chicken wings ribs yesterday. Yeah, does anybody know the show I'm talking about? It's called Texas Barbecue Showdown or something like that. I love that show. I literally binge watched all of I think they only have 2 seasons. I binge watched them in like 2 days because I love that show so much. Go on Netflix and look for it. It's called Barbecue Showdown or something like that. And it's a cooking show, but it's a competition cooking show. And basically, it's like all these people have to barbecue stuff. They have to yeah, they basically barbecue meals, and then a bunch of judges eat them, and they say which ones were the best and which one's the worst. And whoever's the worst has to leave, and they have to go home. And then the remaining people just keep cooking meals until one person's left, and then they win the I think they win like 100 grand or something, and a bunch of barbecue stuff. I'm pretty sure that's what they win. I can't really remember. It's not really about the prize. It's more about the competition. I like watching the competition. Do you remember that show, sweetheart?
What?
The barbecue showdown show?
Yeah.
What do they win at the end of it?
I think I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like Master Chef, but it's for barbecues.
I don't remember what they won. I think it was like.
It's like 100 grand or
Yeah,
something.
I think it was 100 grand.
100 grand and like a barbecue or something is what they win. But I love that show. Edmonton is done like dinner, guys. It's over. They're retired. Yes, Edmonton is done. You could say that again. Like this game is over. It's there's 2 minutes left, but it's long over, guys. 6-1 for Florida. Yes, 6-1.
She wants to play recycling?
Yeah, I can take it out for you. Just put it by the back door. I'm gonna go back out to work.
On the lawn?
Yeah, on the sandbox. No, we don't have any dogs. I think that's the neighbor's dog barking. If you can hear him. You guys can hear it? That's crazy. 1 minute left in the period, guys. W, Florida. W, Florida. Do you guys want to see the end of the game? I'm going to show you. They're fighting. Oh my gosh, guys, they're fighting. Why are they fighting? Why can't they just be friends? The hockey players. Holy frig, what is that? I thought it was blood on the ice.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Blood on your ice?
There's blood on the ice. Because they started fighting. Look, they're fighting.
What is that?
They're throwing rats onto the ice. Not real rats, rubber rats. Do you guys know why they throw rats on the ice in Florida? Does anyone know?
No.
Do you want me to tell you? Okay, it's because in 1996, the Florida Panthers, I think it was 1996. I could be wrong on the date. But anyways, the Florida Panthers went to the Stanley Cup Finals, and there was a rat in their dressing room. And one of the players, I forget which guy, killed a rat with a shovel. And after he did that, they started winning all their games, and it was good luck for them.
Oh.
So now, like all these years later, they give out rubber rats and to the fans, and then when they win, they like throw them on the ice, like as a little tradition. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. That's the end of the game. Florida wins, and don't forget to subscribe.